joining us this evening. I'm your anchor, Josie Sabo.
And I'm your other anchor, Sean Francis. And because maybe some of us had to delete some specific jokes from tonight's show because we weren't sure if they were going to be accurate or insensitive or not. Russia. So we're going to bring you the top local, national, and other world news that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is
NewsFlash. Our top story tonight, everyone's favorite Michigan season is upon us. Pothole season. Yes, that time of year where your car suddenly becomes a bobsled and you're going for the gold in the Michigan Olympics of not taking out your rims as you weave in and out down Division. That's the joke.
Celebration Cinema is now offering open caption showtimes on select movies on Sunday afternoons at its Granville and Portage locations. While Celebration has always offered closed captions, patrons had to request special equipment to access the subtitles. But now open captions will appear on the screen for everybody to view, so now you can pretend the latest Marvel release is actually an indie art house French film festival debut.
La la. Two employees working the night shift at a Massachusetts Walmart got into a fight last week. One of the men spilled some milk, then punched a guy who told him to clean it up, and then so he stabbed that guy who spilled the milk. Then the milk spilling guy started spilling blood all over the place and had to be hospitalized. Now, it's going to take a few months for this whole mess to go to trial, so until then, the court has ordered them to stay 20 yards away from each other as they continue to work together. That is real.
Wait, they're still working after
Yeah.
assault and battery after spilled milk?
Of course, Josie, there's a worker shortage. The chance of getting fired is like 1%, 2% tops.
But he stabbed the guy. How dare he? Get it? How dare he?
Ugh, sorry, that went past your eyes, didn't it?
Hey, Sean.
It gets worse, everybody.
Hey, Sean, do you know what I did when I saw a night shift employee at Walmart?
No, Josie, what did you just do when you saw a night shift employee at Walmart?
I screamed. Like, ice cream?
Yep, yeah, no, that's enough. I think we've milked this for all it's worth.
Yeah. Milk jokes have a short expiration date.
Yep. Ah, okay.
Yeah. In New Zealand, a baby ghost shark was discovered off the east coast of the nation's southern island. Scientists are calling this a very rare discovery, seeing as the species is usually found in much deeper, spooky waters.
Ooh, spooky little ghost shark.
And as goth and scary as he may be, that baby ghost shark ought to watch his back because another crew run these waters.
Yeah, watch out. In other marine news, lovers of less common aquatic animals were able to check out Twiggy, the water skiing squirrel, at the 77th annual Grand Rapids Boat Show at DeVos Place this past week. Oh, I guess there were also boats there, but, you know, who cares? Look at Twiggy go! Yeah!
A woman from St. Joseph, Michigan got a tattoo to commemorate her 100th birthday, adding to some ink she got on her 80th and 90th birthdays respectively. But, I mean, I don't know. They might be cute now, but don't you think she might regret those when she gets older?
Well, the supply chain shortage is hitting America's greatest natural resource, Girl Scout cookies. That's right. Due to ongoing ingredient shortages in one of the two main bakeries that supplies the coveted treats to Thin Mint enthusiasts nationwide, some areas are going to experience delays in their orders. But have no fear, Grand Rapidians. We are the elite fortunate because we have a local Scout chapter hooked up to the other bakery that is currently experiencing no shortages yet. So it is only a matter of time before news of this partial shortage causes a panic, people hoarding toffee-tastics like their toilet paper in early 2020. Hopefully we don't find ourselves in a distribution war with other bakeries. Otherwise, the Biden administration is prepared to enforce an embargo on anyone attempting to bootleg tag-alongs from a guy named Skullbone outside of the party store down the street. There he is. Or, if you will, Samoa sanctions to deal with this shortbread shortage. I'm Sorry, guys, we can't joke about Ukraine, so we gotta do something.
In celebrity news, Alec Baldwin and his family have purchased a retreat in Vermont. The property includes a farmhouse, 50 acres, and a full-time professional armory inspector. Actually, make it two, just so they can double check each other's work.
Yeah, just to be safe. Ooh, too dark. What is it, youth? Last week, Pope Francis called celibacy a gift. And the Pope ought to know, right? When he tried to return the gift, the store wouldn't take it back. He didn't have his receipt. So he went to a priest conference to try to re-gift it, like a white elephant kind of gift. But the priest who ended up with the gift of celibacy said, okay, but can I at least still play with the box it came in?
Yesterday it was announced that Queen Elizabeth II has tested positive for COVID, much to the surprise of everybody that assumed that she already passed over the holiday season, and they were just weekend up burning her to not shut down festivities in the economy. UK policy states that citizens who test positive for COVID are required to self-isolate for at least 5 days. But in true British solidarity, they are lifting that requirement for all citizens this week so the Queen can continue her duties. As well as they no longer care who really gets it because they failed at preventing the one person who needed to avoid it.
Yeah, it's all out the window now. Some brave individuals this past weekend in Grand Rapids signed up for a polar plunge for the Special Olympics in charity, but this next week, half of America will be experiencing a different involuntary polar plunge as temperatures rapidly shift just a few hours from a North Arctic wind. Ooh. Oh. I was hanging out with the Queen earlier. Thankfully, all those states over there are getting a bad part of it, and not us. But even places like Texas and Kansas are predicted to go from 70 to 25 degrees within a single day. Yeek. My condolences to North Dakota, but I feel really bad for the car cup holder in my Hummer SUV because I spilled water in it last week and it's been frozen solid ever since. So it looks like I'm not drinking anything for some time. Maybe I'll just ask McDonald's for extra salt next time I drive through. Thanks, climate change.
Last week, Family Dollar issued a large recall of various products in southern states after a rat infestation was found during an FDA inspection at one of its distribution centers. Coincidentally, this week's featured sale item is your own pet rat for the low price of just $1 a piece.
Oh, that's nice.